I think chess is a thinking game. You know, you always gotta be able to think and be aware of what your next strategy is gonna be. You always wanna plan ahead. And at the same time, while you're planning ahead, be ready to pivot in case you need to pivot. And that's how I look at life. So that to me was a gateway to get away of the trauma that I was going through as a child. I grew up with an abusive father, physically, mentally, verbally towards my mom. At the age of 8 as well, I mean, I was able to witness him almost trying to kill her. I was always raised into survival mode. From 8 till 18, I've always worked. I always work to try to help my mom find a way to sustain us. So I had a pretty rough childhood, but I always had love. My military service was a little bit over 6 years. In 2007, when I went to get re-enlisted and did my physical evaluation, they found me unfit for sea duty due to me having back problems. I had a wife and 5 kids at that time. I didn't have no money in the bank, no money saved up. I was scared. That led me into doing wrong things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. In the blink of an eye, I was fully involved in selling narcotics, selling drugs. And when I less suspected it from in 2010, 3 years later, I was federally indicted. I didn't think of the consequences. I didn't think whether it was gonna be good or bad. I just knew that I had to provide for 5 kids and a wife.
What are you eating?
One of the things I always tell people is, we're not felons. We caught a felony. We're individuals. No one was born a prisoner. Life living circumstances made us make the wrong choices, or we chose to make the wrong choices that landed us to where we at. But the ultimate thing is that we chose. And just like we chose to make that wrong choice, we could choose to make the right choices and never again go back. For all my life, when people would tell me that I couldn't do something, I believed it because I thought I didn't have no choice. But it took me being in prison in 2015 from that person telling me, you know, what do you have to show for? To realize that, you know what? All along I had a choice. I always had a choice. You know, I chose to make those mistakes, but now I choose to pay it forward. I choose to do the right thing. I choose to show people that our mistakes do not define who we are. Working with the Wisconsin Reentry Program, my heart always felt that there was more I could give. Like there's something more. Case management was just maybe not just enough, but there's this seeing that gap that employers and employees were having. So I said, you know what? I have to do something about this. I have to do something. And that led me into thinking of becoming an entrepreneur. It's been now 4 years since I came out of prison, you know? And I always ask myself, where would I be? Where would I be if it wasn't because of BizStars that did not discriminate me, did not look at me for my background, but looked at me as a person that could provide opportunities to other people and were willing to coach with me and work with me. And now I see myself, a Mexican kid from the barrio that was told that he would never be able to do anything in life. Here I am providing opportunities for individuals to get a living wage job, not a bare minimum job, but a living wage job. So BizStars to me means a lot. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't with them. I told Patrick, one of these days I'm gonna come back to BizStars Institute and I'm gonna facilitate one of this event and share my story with the people here. And he was like, Ruben, I don't see why not. You can do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Ruben.
At the end of the day, it's all about making people understand, you know, that our mistakes do not define who we are. And do not believe in that word barrier. They saw my conviction as a barrier. I saw it as a strength, and I still see it as a strength. I see it by working with the individuals every day and them telling me, thank you. You gave me hope.
That would be amazing. That's amazing, you know.
It doesn't matter what you do to survive as long as you're doing the right thing.